What's up, guys? Sub-Zero here, back for another VOD review. Today, we have the one trick to defeat all one tricks. I came across this player because I was just looking through the match histories of one trick players across different servers, and this person, I mean, you look at the past 20, you look at the past 50, you just keep scrolling, and it is Sona Jarvan Reroll as far as it goes. I literally, if you go to all, look at this person's entire match history, 293 games. If you go, they have Garen, 288 of those. They have not played Demacia in 5 games out of 300. And the majority of those, I mean, we have Jarvan on the board. I think maybe recently they've gotten more. Yeah, it looks like they were originally playing, more of like the Kaisa version. And then recently maybe came across this Sona Jarvan version and just said, F it, I'm gonna hard force it, and to pretty good results, right? I mean, they climbed all the way up to 300 LP, their Grandmaster in North America. And yeah, I'm not gonna say that this strategy is so broken that you should hard force it every game, but I do think this can be an interesting game to kind of show off, like, okay, what are the upsides to this comp? Why might someone play this comp in a certain spot? And, maybe you don't have to force this one every single game, but if you end up in a spot for it, or, if you want to force this every game, I guess you can, but maybe you end up playing it. So the one thing that you will see this player do, most games, is they're not interested in playing any other kind of opener here. So we're just going to field 2 units, the Briar. We could even not even hold the Anivia, but I am thinking they want to hold the Anivia because at least it works a little bit with the opener that we're trying to play towards. But making early econ, if we can't hold on to Demacia and Invokers, is going to be a priority here. So, make our first 10, which already obviously, even in a normal game of TFT, if we're not hard forcing this comp, feels pretty good. Let's go into Augment here. Not going to be taking the Ruin King or Patient Study because they can't play into Reroll, and Treasure Hunt feels like the perfect augment to allow us to play into this comp. So we will pick this up, and we are at 2-1 because of our econ here. Gonna roll it down for Bardo here. So yeah, we send it, and we're also gonna sell everything else except for the Jarvan and the Bard on the hope that maybe we fight somebody who's like full open here. I don't know if there's anybody that we actually beat here, but hey, I mean, you can hope. Gonna go for the Steadfast Heart Slam, which is interesting. We'll talk a little bit later about the Sona itemization that this player usually goes for. But Steadfast Heart does actually eat one of the components, but I guess they're just saying we want to stabilize and save some HP here on this this board that we played, where if we had fielded another unit, we probably would have won a fight. But I guess, yeah, this is the idea, is that we want to make sure that we do unlock Poppy at 2-1, just so that we can start getting towards that early Demacia, and, this player never goes for Poppy 3, but, an early Poppy 2 can help, and can help accelerate you towards Galio, which is, I think, one of the big kind of reasons to play this comp. We'll talk about it, but you can farm a really, really quick Galio by 3-starring these units. So we're just going to continue to chill on this early game. We do actually pick up a win here because someone else is inting a bit harder than we are. We do pick up the Sona Jarvan shop, which is really, really huge. So now, and we portal in a Jarvan off of Bardo here. So yeah, now our board's actually looking quite nice here with these units. And yeah, it's a decent early game, I guess. Obviously, the Treasure Hunt, really, really nice with the Bard because, you are going to be rerolling a lot. Though it is, it's paid rerolls, right? Yeah, so you don't get the value for the free rerolls, but we are going to be, still rolling even after we use our free rerolls here. So not crazy, but not terrible. All right. So we have belts open in this spot. I will say we can start talking a bit about Sona itemization. I do think Rod makes a good amount of sense. You'll see in most of this player's games, they go for a JG Nashor's setup. The stats do really, really like JG Nashor's on Sona, just, to get her casting and getting your Sona, yeah, just casting, because she is one of these kind of like AP, almost utility casters, right? She does magic damage and then she restores HP. So, if you can get her to cast frequently, you like that. And it also, you're getting mana reduction with Demacia, getting mana gen on top of that. I mean, I will say, I don't think there's anything that says like this Sona should necessarily need this BIS. I mean, because she's a healing unit, you could consider maybe like an Archangels on her if you really want to go crazy, but it doesn't really seem like something that this player goes for very often. But something that could be done, I guess, is, you go for Archangel Sona and play for giga-long fights with Sona 3. And Jarvan 3, of course, if you guys haven't, looked too deeply at his ability, you do get a really big bonus for 3-starring him. You get 50% AS from his flag instead of 25. So it is a quite big jump for the Jarvan. So there is a lot of value in 3-star in this unit. We've seen this unit 3-starred in the T-Hex comp before. So, I think it's no shock that he's a pretty good unit when 3-starred. But yeah, I will say, in terms of spots, this one looks fine to me. If I was not watching this player, I would not think that we were going to reroll Sona plus Jarvan because, I mean, why would you? You don't really have any direction for it. But hey, I mean, one tricks, I mean, they're fun to watch for sure. And I think there's a lot to be learned from players like this who have, optimized this line after playing it so many times. We do get the full JG here, which is really nice, and we are going to use our free rolls and then some real rerolls to roll down here, not holding any extra poppies. Yeah, I mean, we're just looking for our 1-cost 3-star, and we do hit quite a few of them here. We get our first treasure chest here. Which can turn into, just half of a Nashor's Tooth here with the JG. So we can make the JG, we can take the bow here, and that's going to be JG Nashor's very likely once we move this belt down. So yeah, got the BIS already for the Sona. Essentially, the stats are actually really like JG Nashor's. This player seems to usually go for like, like an extra item though, not a Final Nashor's here. I mean, Misconnections I don't even hate. Gives us an extra Jarvan and a Sona on the way there. Some extra kind of like econ to play with as far as treasure hunt goes. I accidentally skipped too far. All right, I fixed it. Movie magic. So yeah, I mean, lineup sounds awful and Recomob sounds awful, so I default Misconnections here. Pandora's, I mean, it allows you to greed for Abyss, but we've kind of already slammed some items, so I wouldn't be looking at this. I'm pretty happy with my items here. Rolling for Days, it's kind of awkward value with Treasure Hunt. I think I'll just grab Misconnections here, take my 1-costs, and be on my way to 3-starring them. But no, we're actually going to look at the Rolling for Days here. Okay. Just going to, make that Nashor's here and then roll it down here for everything. Does allow us to get a lot closer, a lot faster to these units. Yeah, the only downside is the negative synergy with our Augment, but we do pick up Jarvan 3 here, and we can now kind of start talking about why this comp kind of makes sense and the power behind it, because if we actually hover and look at Galio here, we are already and sorry for replay bug here. I swear it fixes after this fight, but it's probably like the board that this guy's on. Maybe if I go over, no, for whatever board they're on is like bugged out here, but we're winning. Look at the power of that invisible Jarvan there popping off. Look, Riot Games, fix your replay system, but look there, it fixes itself. Another Sona actually spawned in is really nice here. And yeah, wow, actually hitting kind of a Sona wave here. So almost, wow, we're sending it deep here. I mean, we do get the cash there. We get a pan, which could actually get reforged eventually into Demacia Emblem if we want it. But to not interrupt myself, you need 12 star levels of Demacia. Normally, that means even if you hit something like one of your units 3-starred, it means you need to hit a lot of the other units 2-starred. But in this situation, if we had both of these guys 3-starred, and oh my god, wait, we're gonna get a Fawn here, huh? I mean, sure. Wow, we don't take Fawn, we just take Chain Garen because we value the Garen that highly. Wow, and this is also Demacia spat off the Garen as well. Wow, devaluing the Fawn and just valuing this hit here. That's crazy. I mean, you can just see it, right? We're going to make the pan here, slam it here, and all of a sudden, 5 Demacia. You just need 2-star, 2-star, or 3-star, 3-star, and then 2-star, 2-star, and then one of your other guys 2-stars. We're actually at 13-star levels here. We're going to unlock Galio on 3-5. This is a unit where you're usually not unlocking this guy until, at the earliest, like 4 or 2, but sometimes, even later in the stage, because you're having to 2-star a lot of your Demacia units. Normally, with the condition of being 12-star levels, you need to basically, 2-star every almost everybody, 2-star a bunch of guys and then maybe a couple of other guys 1-starred. But with this idea, just 3-star each of these guys, and that's already 6 star levels. That's already half the way to 12. So then you just need 3 other 2-starred units. So normally that is just the Xin Zhao, the Poppy, and then a Vayne 2, or even like a Vayne 1 plus a like a Garen 1 or a Lux 1 works very, very easily, and just spawns in that Galio and so early, right? And the other crazy thing about this is, you know, so much of the power, I feel like, in the Demacia budget is in getting that Galio, is in getting a Fawn, essentially, right? You get an extra trait that you can play, you get a unit that just spawns in, like, it's literally, you know, a Fawn for your board, a Tactician's Crown for people who are not TFT boomers. So it's just fantastic in general to, you know, be able to play for Galio whenever you can. And, you know, now we get the 7 Demacian for free. We have this Spat, which is just going to sit on Bard for a while here. We are going to looking like finish. It's not... Okay, yeah, Adaptive Helm makes more sense than Shojin. Oh... Okay, this cannot be the right item distribution, though. I mean, I get it. We want our Sona casting as much as possible here, but, like, surely we should Adaptive the Jarvan for now. I mean, this I'll disagree with, but, you know, Adaptive the Jarvan GS the Sona. I mean, I will say, this Mana Printer Sona build is looking kind of crazy. She's just casting, healing up a lot. She's doing work. Don't think we want either of those. Yeah, I mean... We're just going to take exclusive customization here to actually kind of bail us back into getting a tank item here. So we can grab this here, level 4 Invoker. What? Damage item? I thought for sure we were going to use this to make a tank item for Jarvan. But no, we prioritize our 5th damage item here. I mean, I guess this player's thought is that, you know, you can actually... kind of skip, you know, tank items. You don't have to prioritize them that highly when you have all the tank stats from Demacia. And to be fair, I mean, it's not looking wrong. I mean, we are kind of clearing people, but I also, like, I guess eventually we're going to hit list 2 and move these items over to list is the idea. We do actually get a big cache there, which is nice. We're still a ways away from pushing level 8, level 9. I will say, it's a 1-cost reroll comp. If you looked at that player's match history, you did notice this comp doesn't win a lot, and that's okay, right? We're playing 1-cost reroll. Our goal should not be to win games. Our goal should be, you know, to top 4 games, you know, stretch goal top 3. But in general, you just want high tempo here. You want to win a lot, and then, you know, start falling off, you know, late stage 4, early stage 5. So we're at the peak of our power right now, and hitting the Galio, I feel like, just makes that peak even harder. Like you're getting just the Galio, and all of a sudden, I mean, you're getting an extra unit in, an extra tank to play with. Like it's just kind of crazy. I feel like what Galio does to this board. I don't know. I am lowest of keys. Excited to play this comp when I get the spot for it. You know, just a bunch of Sonas and Jarvans, unlock the Bardo, because like. I really do just believe. I mean, we're on a 5 streak. The second we unlock that Galio, we just won every single fight from there. And it's not surprising, right? Just the amount of stabilization this unit does is crazy. Do rotate it into a Diana here, which is pretty scary. I don't know if the Sona's powerful enough, though. I mean, she's doing a great job. She did a lot of damage. And then the Bard, wait. Bard cast? Oh my god. We actually beat a Diana board. Diana with Artifact. It was Diana 1, right? So I mean, it's not like it's the craziest board in the world, but I mean, it's not a bad setup from this guy for, you know, mid stage 4. So yeah, you can see 6 streak for Zyra #1 fan. I think this is such a cool strategy, and yeah, one that I'm just not used to seeing at all. I have not seen a single game from that, but I hope to find this guy in my latter games soon, just so I can watch this in action. I mean, I'm watching it right now, and I'm like, I'm kind of becoming a believer. I mean, this board is just destroying everybody. And this is without even Garen 2, who I feel like is usually a star of the show. It'll be interesting to see as well. I mean, the nice thing about Jarvan is a lot of his power is just in that util of his cast. Just get that AS. 50% AS onto your entire board for 5 seconds is huge. And so, I mean, I would not be shocked. I almost expect us to move items over to the Garen later. Gonna make Ionic Spark because we want to make Morello here. It's a tad bit awkward here to have Spark plus Void Staff here, but wanted to guarantee that we get Morello. A little surprised we're not throwing Morello onto the Galio. I know that's something a lot of people like because when he comes down, he slams and hits everybody. Though it is a little bit delayed, but you could be getting Morello onto all those dudes there. So Kind of surprising that he doesn't actually prefer the Morello there, but maybe there's a reason why. I mean, the Lissandra does hold it pretty decently well. That is list 2 here, so now we can level up here. Still have the Bard on the board, by the way, still greeting that, but we're going to roll down. Really want to pick up the Garen too, that's the big upgrade here. Pick up Lux as another dude, can always fit Swain on this board, is just a fantastic +1 unit, and the Demacia spat going to go into the Swain because the tank stats are more relevant on a frontliner, and we do also unlock another treasure chest from our treasure chest here. T-Hex 2. If this comp beats T-Hex 2, I'm ready to say it's broken. Yeah, okay, like that would be a bit surprising. Still, okay, we are maybe not continuing on our refusal to build tank items. We do finally take a third tank item here, and we are finally also going to get off this Bard here. It's 5-3. We're losing a little bit of HP. Do pick up the Garen too. Oh wait, we're actually, I mean, this is another thing where we can learn some from this player, but I will say I don't have to agree with everything. I'm pretty confident that items are better on Garen than onto this Jarvan here. Oh my god. What did we just beat, by the way? We just cleared Banana Shack here with, I wanted to go click onto your board. Can I do it this way? Which player? Oh, it's this one. It's a Kindred 2, Vanquisher, Shiv 2. Their item distribution's a little silly that we have these 3 items stuck on the Swain, but I mean, I guess you want them to cast. But we actually cleared a Kindred 2 board. Oh my god, is this comp broken? Continuing to roll on 8 here, and the idea is, yes, obviously, you know, we'd like to be able to do stuff like push 9 here, but I mean, instead of pushing 9, we can just play for a solid top 4 here, right? You know, going top, 3 or anything like that is definitely not guaranteed here, so we might as well roll down, try to hit our upgrades and spike. We do rotate into a very scary Diana board, which we have great front line, but if Diana just bypasses the front line, then life sucks. Banana Shack down to 1 HP, so top 4 is getting very likely, but we'll see where we can go from there. I mean, I fully expect us to cap out at like a 4th or a 3rd this game here, just because, once again, the comp does not cap out super high, especially because we hard forced it from like 0 copies of everything, so it took us a while to hit, but we stabilized hard. That's a T-Hex board. We do swap in such a way that we actually dodge the T-Hex cast really nicely here, so we are going to kill a lot of units here, but yeah, that second T-Hex cast is just monstrous here. Drops us down to 10 HP. Ooh, this is all of a sudden a close game. Oh, Banana Shack going out here, so a top 4 is locked in here, and a top 3 is possible depending on what happens to this T-Hex player. Oh, they just lost to who? To the Shork player. Oh, to this Annie board. Yeah, this lobby is looking pretty capped, so I think we are here praying for a top 4 or a top 3 in this spot here. If we can, have the T-Hex player fight somebody really strong, that's the dream here. Gonna take last item here. I guess it's just another, yeah, I mean, Val looks great here. And we do actually hit the Swain too. Really nice. Gonna continue to roll here. Gonna sell the Lux off just to try to find some kind of last upgrade in the Taric too. And we're fighting that scary Annie board, so we'll see here. All right. Jarvan and Sona, they will do their best here to kill units, and we hope that the other player is going to take a loss here. That is a really bad Fiddlesticks ult for us. We did kill a lot here, but the Annie is sadly burning down. This is such a bad matchup for us because the Annie burns us down, and oh, it is a top 4 here. Sadly, the T-Hex player ends up winning. Still, I don't know. I just love this idea. It actually makes a lot of sense when you are in like a good spot for it. And I mean, look, if you want to follow in the footsteps of Zyra #1 fan and hard force this comp, then I mean, go for it. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, wait, if you did, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm messing up my own outro, man. I've done this one a million times. What's going on? If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, check out my Twitch, my Metafy, all my links down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, as always. That's how it goes. All right. My bad. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, as always. Okay, bye.